If it feels like your audience is getting quieter, you're not imagining it. Seriously, if you've noticed fewer comments, fewer DMs, fewer people saying, "Oh my gosh, I so need this," and instead it's a whole lot of watching, liking, and then disappearing, you're not crazy. You're not doing it wrong, and you're definitely not the only one. And that's what I want to talk about today, what's really happening in this economy and what you can do about it so that you can attract clients without pushing, without chasing, without struggling. Here's what I'm hearing from a lot of people right now. Susan, I'm visible, I'm posting, I'm showing up, but it feels like people are hesitating. They're not buying like they used to. I'm getting fewer inquiries, and it's a longer decision-making cycle. I'm really beginning to question my offer. Now, here's the thing, and please listen to this. When that happens, your brain immediately goes to, maybe my business isn't working anymore. Maybe I need a new offer. Maybe I need to start over. Maybe I need to post more, faster, harder. Absolutely not. Please. That is what I call panic marketing. And it will drain your energy so fast and it will drive away your prospects. The truth is your business isn't broken. You're not doing something wrong. What's happening is that we are in a season where buyers are being very cautious. People are more careful, more thoughtful, more hesitant, even when they want what you're offering. So if it feels quieter to you, that's because it is quieter. But it doesn't mean that people aren't paying attention. So here's the shift, the solution to this situation. This isn't the time to do more marketing. It's the time to do smarter, simpler, aligned marketing that builds trust faster. And I want to give you 3 shifts that you can make right now, starting today, so that you stop wasting your energy and start building trust and momentum once again. Now, this episode of Less Than 11 at 11 is for you if you've been in business for a few years, you know you're good at what you do, you've helped clients get results, but lately it feels like people are standing back and watching instead of buying. And it's messing with your confidence, isn't it? I get it. I really do. So here's what I want you to walk away with at the end of our time together today. 3 shifts that you can make in this economy, what to stop doing immediately, and how to make client attraction feel lighter and more effective. Now, before we jump into the content for today, just take a minute and introduce myself for those of you who are joining me for the first time. Hi, I'm Susan Bach, the business coach who gets you. I've been coaching women for over 20 years, and I can tell you the cycle that we're in right now, we've been in before. The businesses that grow in uncertain seasons aren't the ones doing the most. They're the ones doing the clearest, most aligned actions consistently. And that's what we're going to do today. So shift number 1, stop trying to convince people and start building certainty. What do I mean by that? Well, in this cautious economy, people don't want to be convinced. They want to feel safe. They want to feel like this is a good decision. This makes sense. This is worth it. I know what I'm getting and I trust her. This feels like a smart decision. So if your content has been a little salesy lately, or a little too, I'm trying to hype you into action, it might actually be creating more hesitation. Because in uncertain times, hype makes people more nervous. So instead of pushing, clarify. Here's a simple question for you. Does your marketing make people feel safe or sold to? And here's a great phrase to start using. When you're talking about the solution that your program or offer is offering, use this phrase. Here's what changes when you do this. Here's what changes when you do this. Not buy now, not bells and whistles, don't miss out. Don't add in pressure like you need this. But here's what changes. Here's what gets easier. Here's what becomes possible. Because that certainty builds trust. Shift number 2. Sell the next step, not the entire staircase. Now this one is huge because right now a lot of potential clients are thinking, I want help, but I don't know if this is the right time for me to say yes. Or I want to invest, but I'm nervous. I don't want to make a wrong choice. So if the only way to work with you feels like a big leap, people are going to freeze. And then you might assume they're not interested. But what they're really saying is, I'm not ready for the whole staircase. So here's your job. Make the next step easy. Not easy like cheap, but easy like clear, clarity. Easy like, here's what happens next. Here's the first step. Here's how we'll decide if this is a good fit for you. Here's how we'll start. So ask yourself, is your current offer positioned like a leap or the natural next step on the staircase? And this is why things like a business breakthrough call or an assessment or an audit or a start here conversation works so well right now. Because you're not asking them to marry you on the first date. You're asking them to sit down for a cup of coffee and talk, have a conversation, get to know one another. Shift number 3, your visibility needs repetition, not reinvention. This one is going to step on a few toes, and I'm going to apologize in front, but please know that I'm doing this in a very loving way, in a caring way, because I want your business to work for you. In a slow buying season, people need more touch points. Not because they're ignoring you, but because they're processing information more slowly. They're taking their time. So what happens as a business owner? Well, we might start scrambling, changing our message every week, changing the offer every other week, changing the niche every month. And then you might find yourself saying, nothing is working. But the truth is, nothing has had time to work. So here's what I want you to do instead. Pick one clear message and repeat it for the next 30 days. Commit to this. One core problem you solve, one core promise, and 3 supporting points. And rotate those again and again, because trust doesn't come from variety. Trust comes from consistency. And the best visibility strategy in this economy is not new. It's repeat, repeat, repeat. That builds confidence. That builds clarity. Demonstrates your expertise. So my question for you in this step is, are you giving your message time to land or changing before it works? And are you ready to commit to one message, one core problem you solve, one promise, and 3 supporting points for the next 30 days? I hope you are. That will be a game changer for you. So let's do a quick recap. Here's the 3 shifts that I invite you to take. Shift number 1 is to stop convincing and build certainty. Shift number 2 is sell the next step, not the whole staircase. And shift number 3 is repeat your message. Repeat, repeat. Don't reinvent. Now, if you would like my help in simplifying what to say, what to focus on, what to offer, so that you can attract clients consistently without pushing harder, then please book a complimentary business breakthrough call with me. We'll look at what's working and what's not, and then we'll create momentum in this season that's aligned with you. Because you don't need to do more. You need to do what works for you in a way that fits you. Because when your business works for you, life is easier. You'll find the link in the comments. I certainly invite you to take advantage of this, please, because even though we're in a slower economy, it doesn't mean you need to struggle. You just need to make a few shifts. So I look forward to chatting with you, and I'll be back next week with more of Less Than 11 at 11.